What is up, my dudes? It's voiceover Sarah, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make unicorn cakes. I decided to start this whole tutorial series off with something super simple and easy, and something I've done probably 500 times, because I thought for some strange reason that I was going to film it and not screw it up, even though I honestly did screw it up. And you'll see that later. Honestly, unicorn cakes are not my most favorite thing in the entire universe to make anymore, because I have made so many of them, and I probably would rather cover myself in icing and roll in a dirt patch instead of making another one. If I sound really off today, it is because I'm quite sick, but luckily I have filmed this video quite a few days ago, so I did not breathe on this cake at all, and this cake was still edible and hopefully tasted super good and not like my flu. As you can see, I am icing a cake, so what you are going to need to start out this adventure of ours is your own cake. And if you came here thinking I was going to give you a recipe for cake, you are dearly wrong, my sweet friend. This entire time you've just kind of been watching me ice this cake, and that's just kind of what you're gonna have to do as well. So grab your cake and let's go, fam. If you see any open patches or patches where you can see the cake through, that's totally chill. That's going to be the back of the cake, and we're still going to put like a buttload of buttercream on the cake still, so actually try not to put too much icing on the back, or whatever the back of your cake is going to be, because you don't want to absolutely murder people with icing. Unless you're making a cake for someone who's really into icing, then ice that sucker up, boy. Next thing we are going to do is start making the horn and the ears. You also need to make eyes for your unicorn, but I unfortunately completely forgot to include me making eyes. So you're just gonna have to use your imagination for that one. To make the horn, you can roll out a large sausage and then taper the ends off a little bit to make it just like a little bit smaller. Or you can do what I do and realize you rolled a sausage that was way too long and just, you know, pull the ends off like a professional. Then we roll it up and we completely fail, and then realize that we completely failed, smush it all back up again and start from scratch. You go, Sarah, your 5 years of experience is definitely showing right now.
2 hours later.
Yeah, we just twist that around and hell yeah, we actually have a unicorn horn. Magic. Absolute freaking magic. Squish that sucker down and voila. Cool. Next, we are just going to make our little unicorn ears, which is probably the easiest part of this entire little adventure we are on. You're just going to roll 2 balls about the equal size, turn them into triangles by pinching the end, and hollow them out with your finger just a tiny bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to ears. Now go make 2 of them, because unicorns have 2 ears, unless your unicorn only has 1 ear, which no judgment here, it can have 1 ear if it really wants. I'm okay with that, if you're okay with that. Next little trick is kind of self-taught. I don't actually remember how we figured it out, but we did. Water just makes fondant way too sticky, and the luster dust and stuff doesn't paint onto the fondant really well. But I found steam makes everything stick perfectly and doesn't make it go smeary and gross and weird. So all I do is take a nice cup of hot boiling ass water. You just take some boiling water. I can't do this. So all you do is take a cup of boiling water and then try not to burn your fingers while you make it go over the steam. Wow, how can I structure sentences today? I cannot. Please just excuse me, but yeah, you get the gist of it. You stick it over the steam until it's kind of tacky, and then you go ham with your luster dust. It's a pretty neat trick. Feel free to steal it. Here we go. Here's my horn. It is now sparkly and full of gold. So are my hands, so is the kitchen counter, and so is everything for the next few days. I just carry on with the ears now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. What am I supposed to say for the rest of this? I don't know how to carry on entertaining you. yeah, you shove a stick through the horn so your horn ain't floppy and it stands up and is a good horn. Now we are on to the fun bit, the actual colored part of the icing, like the one with the rainbow. You know, because unicorns and rainbows, they just go together like cheese and ham. So what we're gonna do here is put out some cling wrap and pretty much just evenly scoop out the icing onto the cling wrap in sausages. Well, not in sausages, but like in the line of sausages, in lines. Okay, you put the icing in lines. Okay, that is what we're doing here now. Once all your icing is lined up, we move on to the next step, but my icing's not all lined up yet, so let me just get to that point first. Yeah, no, I'm watching the video along with you. Then we roll our cling wrap up to make a big sausage with our 3 little sausages, cut the ends off, and we're gonna shove it into our piping bag. I use the star nozzle. I use the star nozzle. I use the star nozzle to pipe out my unicorn horn hair ears. I like to place my ears and horn first. I don't know, you can do it whichever way you want. I just find if I keep it in the fridge afterwards, the buttercream kind of seals the horn and the ears onto the unicorn, which is always cool. And it also doesn't smush up your cute little swirls that I'm currently making in front of your face. Again, I'm really not the be all and end all of unicorn cakes. Whatever suits you, you do you, boo. I'm supportive of whatever choices you make in your life. But here we're just gonna swirl around the whole back of the cake and make a nice unicorn mane. Sometimes I do more colors than this, sometimes I'll do more textures and use different nozzles, but we're just keeping it nice and simple today for this little tutorial. But yeah, maybe if you guys want to see a more advanced unicorn, I can do a unicorn level 2. Now I'm just going to place the eyes and the cheeks and the eyelashes, all the little things that are pretty vital to a unicorn cake that I completely didn't show you how to make whatsoever. But yeah, here you see them, so I don't... just copy it, I guess. And heck yeah, we got a unicorn face. The last thing I normally put on my unicorn is a bunch of sprinkles. I freaking love sprinkles. I have the world's biggest sprinkle collection. I am the world's biggest sprinkle hoarder, and I just like to chuck them at my cakes. Apparently I also like to chuck sprinkles all over my kitchen because I'm still picking these damn things up to date from bursting that entire container all over my own cake. Well done, Sarah. Lastly, I just chuck some glitter on top because, you know, chucking glitter on your problems just makes everything better, right? And there we have it, folks, one whole unicorn cake. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna pop up a picture of the completed cake now because I forgot to take some footage at the end since I was cleaning up sprinkles before this drags on way too long. I hope you have the best day ever, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.